When Hernan Cortez conquered the Aztecs in 1521, Mexico City became the capital of the Western Hemisphere for about 300 years. They called it New Spain. And because so much wealth was pouring in from the gold, the silver, the trading of slaves, many of the nobility in the city built palaces everywhere. It became known as the City of Palaces. Many of those palaces were converted into museums, and now Mexico City has more museums, 180, than any other city in the world. Mexico City is also one of the richest cities in the world. 20% of Mexico's gross national product comes from Mexico City, making it the 7th largest economy in the world. Another amazing fact about Mexico City, it has the distinction of being the oldest city in the Western Hemisphere, continually occupied since about 1300 years after Christ. Because Mexico City is such an old city, it wasn't originally designed with modern traffic in mind, and it can sometimes take you hours to just get a few miles. With about 21 million people in Mexico City, the government has to do everything they can to keep people happy, because they have protests here almost every day, and sometimes they can turn violent. The people of Mexico City are a very religious people. About 82% are Roman Catholic, and there are about 365 churches in the city. You know, one of the most visited churches in the world is here in Mexico City. It's the Basilica de Santa Maria de Guadalupe. They get about 20 million visitors a year. And while it's true more people are aware of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, the Virgin of Guadalupe gets more visitors than any other place in the world. Even though most of the people in Mexico City are Roman Catholic, you'll find that right at the doors of the church, they carry out these pagan, spiritualistic rituals with the endorsement of the church. It reminds me of what Jesus says in Mark chapter 7, verse 8, "You have a fine way of setting aside the commandments of God that you might observe your traditions." The Mexican people are some of the most kind, gracious, and generous people that I have met anywhere. They love life, and they love their families. But like people everywhere, it's easy to get caught up with the outward forms and rituals of religion, burning candles, and counting beads, and repeating prayers, and forget about the personal relationship with Jesus. That's what the Lord really wants with each one of us, a daily personal relationship where we invite Him in our hearts, and He promises to be with us always, even to the end of the world. He wants to walk with us wherever we go, and you can begin that walk with Him right now, friends. Invite Him into your heart.